Welcome to CLI. Today I'm going to show you in 8 easy steps how to use a CLI Thin Client to replace the ET2000 network terminal and set up a 5250 terminal emulation. If your goal is to just set up and use 5250 emulation, then a CE Thin Client from CLI will be your best choice. Any model shipped with the CE5 or CE6 operating system will do. In today's demo, I am going to show you how to set up a simple MT2301 Thin Client with the CE6 operating system. I will demonstrate the setup steps needed to auto start directly to a 5250 session. Here we are looking at the setup screen of our MT2301 Thin Client, and you're faced with a menu type screen that shows you 3 different possible selections, which are the RDP, ICA, and web connection. And as you've noticed, there is no 5250 emulation as a selection here. So the first thing we're going to do is click on Configure, and then we want to remove these items here because we're not going to be using them. So we'll just go through the delete process here. Okay, the idea is that we want to have this auto start and use 5250 emulation as the only application on this device. So let's click Add, and as you see here is a new connection window where terminal emulation is one of the choices. There are other choices, the ones we've just deleted, but we're sticking with terminal emulation here. We'll click on OK, and we get our little wizard. So I'm going to type a name iSeries, then tab over and also select full screen, and then click Next. So we'll keep it selected at the enhanced keyboard. You can also select the 122 key keyboard if you're using that. I'll stick with the enhanced keyboard, which is the PC style keyboard. And then click Next. And for TCP/IP, I'm going to leave the security mode as none. Your choice is SSL or none. So we'll go to Next here. And now you do have to identify your iSeries that you want to connect to. I'm going to give it an IP address of 192.168.150.1. The port leave at the default of 23. That's the standard Telnet default port. And you can give it another device name. This will be recognized by your iSeries. It may assign a name. I'm going to put in here Display 5250 and select Next. If you have a printer to set up, print it here, or if you're using network printers, you don't have to do anything here. We'll just select Next. And again, because we're not using a printer, we'll leave those blank, and we click Finish. And there is our iSeries entry. So there's one more thing that we need to do. We want this session to auto start when you turn on the terminal. So what we need to do is set it up that way. We click Startup. This gives us an option to select the radio button here, automatically start the selected connection at startup. Click OK. And now, as you can see here, the auto start has been, the default auto start will start this connection immediately when the terminal is powered up. And we are basically done. And I will show you that when we auto start this terminal, we'll go right to a logon screen of the iSeries. So let's start by turning on the power switch on the MT2301 Thin Client. Then let's focus our attention on the monitor, and you will see the Thin Client go through its startup sequence. You'll notice the menu start screen appear for a second, indicating that it is actually starting the 5250 emulation I just configured. Finally, we'll be presented with the iSeries sign-on screen, and now it is up to the user to type in his or her login and password and begin working as if they were using a standard terminal. An additional great benefit of using a thin client instead of a ET2000 terminal is that you can totally manage this with the CLI device manager software. So that allows you remote management, which is something you could not do with the ET2000 terminal. So hopefully this was a helpful video to make the conversion. If you have any questions, please give us a call or send us an email. Thank you.